YouTube. I'm born in Asphodel Meadow, and my day was just made. Okay, I found a video by I'm pretty sure she's a Muslim woman by the name of Robia, something like that. Robia 21. And she made a video called A Challenge for Atheists. Well, that's just what I like. Challenges for atheists. So you and I, YouTube, we're going to watch this video together, and we'll, she asks a lot of questions in it. We'll see if I can answer them, shall we? Okay, so we're going to watch it from the beginning. Ready?
I've never seen someone as pathetic as Pat Condell who pretends wisdom and knowledge, while the reality is he's an old, ignorant, in capital letters, man.
No justifications for this, just I've never seen someone like Pat Condell. He's so ignorant and old, and that's that. Anyway.
People like Pat Condell, I mean atheists, are ignorant of their existence. They even fail to answer basic questions like why they are here in this life.
Ignorant of their existence. I think, therefore I am. I fucking exist! Woo! Score one for the atheist. And why we're here in this life, well, I don't know if you were ever explained this, Rabaya. When a man and a woman love each other very much, they hug each other in a very special way, and then 9 months later, I was born. That's why I'm here.
If you don't believe in a certain power that created you and me and the whole universe, then explain to me.
Here we go.
How does the atmosphere serve as a protective ceiling for the Earth?
This is a really vague question. I don't know if she's talking practically, because I don't think you could probably just Google it. Anyway, well, the atmosphere is attracted to the ground by gravity, and you know, stuff like the nitrogen and oxygen in the atmosphere are kept to the ground by gravity, and we can breathe them, but they serve as more than just the air. They serve as more than just the air that we breathe. They also provide things like, you know, the means for birds to fly and the means to keep asteroids from hitting our planet and shit like that. So that's exactly what it does. How it does this is just by the physical properties that it happens to have. Okay, so
how does each one of the billions of cells in the human body know and perform its individual tasks?
It's called deoxyribonucleic acid, or DNA for short. Each cell is encoded with all the information in the body, and it knows specifically what its task is and what it has to perform as an individual, so the entire colony of billions of tiny cells can work for the benefit of the one organism. The fact that she's asking this clearly means that she either is awestruck by the complexity that would be required, which is not unreasonable, it is awe-inspiring, or that she just doesn't understand it. And if she's so awestruck as to believe nothing could be that complex on its own, therefore God did it, then she's naive.
How does this extraordinary ecological balance exist on Earth?
I don't know if she's talking about the cells here or just the ecology we have here on Earth. I'll answer it the ecology we have here on Earth. And the balance part of it exists is because if there was no balance, if there was an unbalanced element to it, it would either cause the system to collapse, which it usually doesn't because order typically prevails, or it would just be obliterated. It would, like, if there was something that was chaotic and that wasn't functioning properly, like an organism, it would die, and thus wouldn't reproduce and cause more chaos in the system. That's how the system is kept organized.
How did the flawless order in the whole universe come into being?
Flawless order? What the shit is that? I really don't know what she's talking about. Like, if you're talking about, like, the fact that the universe's laws of physics are unique, like, seem to be uniquely designed for our kind of life to exist, then I'll quote the anthropic principle. If they didn't exist, it wouldn't matter because we wouldn't be here thinking about it. If she's talking about how the universe is perfectly ordained to be a certain way, like an equation or something, like no matter what the x value is, there will always be the same, like a predictable y value or something like that, then I don't know where she's coming from with that.
Who provided the delicate balances in the world?
Who says someone had to provide it? If you think the world is ordered and balanced and whatnot, the fact that it is that way is because if it was otherwise, it wouldn't matter because there would be no one here to wonder about it.
How did living beings incredibly diversified in nature emerge.
There's the abiogenesis theory and there's evolution. She specifically mentions complexity, so I'll talk about that. Evolution, that is. She clearly doesn't know anything about evolution. This isn't like a, you can't answer these questions, they're all rhetorical, and thus it is correct to believe in a religion. I think she's phrasing it in such a way that shows that she clearly is just ignorant. She just doesn't know. And, okay, so I'll give, like, I have a video about it, but I'll summarize it briefly. If there is an organism with a genetic trait that helps it survive, like, for example, eagles having sharp claws, it helps them survive because if they had dull claws, they wouldn't be able to hunt as easily. Okay? That organism passes it on to its children because it can survive better and reproduce better, so it has a bigger chance of reproducing than if it wasn't able to survive as well. Alright? That, multiplied 1 trillion-fold over billions of years, is how life became as complex as it is. That's the short version.
Yeah, your answer is coincidence.
No, it's not coincidence, it's logic.
In the Holy Quran, Allah challenged atheists and non-believers. In the Holy Quran, Allah says, يَا أَيُّهَا النَّاسُ ضُرِبَ مَثَلٌ فَاسْتَمِعُوا لَهُ إِنَّ الَّذِينَ تَدْعُونَ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ لَنْ يَخْلُقُوا ذُبَابًا وَلَوْ اجْتَمَعُوا لَهُ وَإِنْ يَسْلُبْهُمُ الذُّبَابُ شَيْئًا لَا يَسْتَنْفِذُوهُ مِنْهُ ضَعُفَ الطَّالِبُ وَالْمَطْلُوبُ.
Here's her challenge.
Petition. So this is a very simple challenge for you, atheists, to prove that there is no God. Just go and create a fly.
Why? First of all, no one that I know, personally, thinks with any kind of ground to their beliefs that they can disprove God. How can you disprove something that, by its own definition, can't possibly be analyzed or observed in any way? Okay? Second of all, create a fly. What the fuck is that going to do? Okay, like, we can get 2 flies together, a male and a female, and have them produce baby flies. A fly, at least one, would be created from that. Therefore, a fly would be created. And I've somehow, by her logic, proved that God doesn't exist. If you're talking about create, like, a new fly, then we could probably, over the course of a few fly generations, genetically engineer a new type of fly, if that's what she's referring to. But if you're talking about going, and there's a fly, like that, that's just fucking magic, and no one can do that.
You see? It's very easy, right?
Oh, yeah, because, you know, oh, fuck, it's piece of cake. Just magical atheist, snap your fingers and create a fly.
This is another challenge from Allah. Produce one surah like the surahs of the Quran.
Okay. What I think she means by the whole surah thing is that produce a line, like a statement or a verse that is like the ones in the Quran. So basically, her 2 challenges: create a fly, and then come up with a verse like the ones in the Quran. I'm not going to bother with the second one, because no matter what I do, she's just going to say, it's not like in the Quran, blah, 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 so fuck it. And create a fly. To do so, you would have to be God, and I'm not God. There is no God. Therefore, it's a ridiculous statement to say, prove there's no God by being God. It's stupid.
Adios.
Adios. Anyway, there's my response to your challenge, okay? It is completely ludicrous. You have no idea anything you're talking about. Before you do any kind of criticism of another group, like you accuse atheists of doing, you should really do some research and then decide for yourself whether or not you still believe in the bullshit you were brought up believing. And if you still do, honestly, I have, like, congratulations for you. You're allowed to believe whatever you want to believe. It is a beautiful thing that we're allowed to do that. I'm just saying, don't go around saying people like Pat Condell are ignorant and stupid, because you yourself are ignorant and stupid. I am ignorant and stupid. Ignorant is a really bizarre term, because no matter who you are, you're ignorant of. You have to accept this. You can't just say atheists are ignorant because they don't know what they're talking about, and I believe in God, and therefore I know fucking everything. It makes no sense. By saying, I'm not willing to learn about what they have to present to us, to me, I choose to be ignorant of them, and that somehow makes me less ignorant. It is complete bullshit. Don't even fucking respond to this unless you've got a decent argument, okay? Born in Asphodel Meadow, I hope you enjoyed this, everyone who's watching. Peace, and I'll see you guys later.